And now we're going to hear from Linda.
Oh my goodness, how do I follow all of you? Okay, ask away.
All right, so we're going to start a little different with you.
Okay.
We're going to start with how did you come about starting the Look Up for Adam Foundation? The
I
base
love that
of
question.
everything.
I love that question. You know, when Adam died, it was how do I honor him? And when I thought about who he was, I thought I can't define him by just one thing. He was a philosopher. He was a musician. He was an artist. He loved uh, uh, astronomy, and there was so much that was bigger than him. And as his addiction became stronger, and as his mental wellness fell from him, I realized after he died that not only did he hate himself for what he had done to himself, but he hated what he had done to his family even more. And so after he died, I went on a quest to find something that would help the family in the healing process, in the journey through this, in the labyrinth of confusion along the way of this devious disease, this debilitating, this disease that takes the thread and pulls it out of not only the person going through it, but everybody around them. So I found Family Service League. They've at that time were in business on Long Island for 90 plus years, and they serviced the family. And I knew I had found the right match. So the Look Up for Adam Foundation started by helping families through this devastating, devastating place of addiction and loss.
And now tell us how you started the Beating Hearts.
So Adam used to make these beads, and he would give them to people he cared about. And his intention was for them to hang over the rearview mirror. So he made them for his grandma, for his grandpa, and he made one for me. And mine say, Radiant Light. And I'm astounded to this day that that's what he made for me, because perhaps he saw something in me that I didn't even know existed. But I think even more than what he saw in me and expressed to me was, I think it's what he had hoped we would see in him. If we would peel those layers back, maybe we would see his light. And perhaps even further than that, I've got angel bones, that we would see the light in each other, no matter what anybody was going through, no matter where they are in life, to see their light and to acknowledge and honor their light. So he used to make these beads. And after Adam died, I started to make them for other angel moms. And I think Janet had said something, I made them for her. She was the first mommy I made them for. And when she called me and said, "Who are you? And what have you? And what are these beads? They're magical and they're swaying, and I'm touching them, and they're absolutely magic." And I'm smiling. And then we started with 3 and then 5 around my dining room table once a month in Little Patchogue on Long Island. And we would make these beads for other angel moms. And we found that as we were making them, we were sharing about ourselves and about our angels. And it was giving us a place of not only comfort for ourselves, but like you said, a place where we can talk about them. You know, for all those years that Adam was in addiction and struggling with his mental wellness, I was in silence and shame, which is where that's the birthplace of stigma. And so here I am now, here we were then, saying their names out loud and speaking oh my God, speaking the truth about what we had gone through, it was freeing and liberating in like a way I had never known. I didn't realize I had been suffocating by keeping the truth inside. And so we started as 5 around the kitchen table. And we quickly grew into from once a month to once a week, meeting across Long Island. And since COVID hit, now I think we're almost 500 across the country.
Wow.
Yeah.
How has starting the Beating Hearts and continuing this journey with all these new moms helping you in your healing process?
I think sometimes our human language gets in the way of what's really our truest, deepest emotion and our deepest truth, because there are no words that describe what it feels like to be in the presence of of someone and all of us holding each other up and holding this place that is so sacred. It's not only it's not, it's bearing witness to something that seems like a miracle, that we have experienced our greatest fear. We've lost a child. There's not even a word for that. There's not even a word for that. And yet here we are showing up for each other and for other people. We're reaching out into the community in ways that have never been done before. We didn't know this going in, but like Lori said, okay, let's do it. Here we go. Here's another idea. And then Mickey says, how about for recovery? And here's another idea. I remember when I said and thought, I think we should go to wakes. We haven't spoken about the wakes tonight. And I was met with some resistance. No, that's very private. We shouldn't go into someone's wake. I said, I think we should. And then we did. And we do a lot of amazing things. We do a lot of meaningful and profound things. We create profound moments. Going into a wake and putting the beads into a mommy's hand after she just lost her child, and to look into her eyes and to say, you are not alone. You are not alone, has been some of the most transformative moments that I have ever experienced. And to do it communicatively with people, and to know that each one of our each one of our broken hearts is broken open in each of those moments.